Let's go! Let's go! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Pesky Report. This is episode number 202, brought to you by Belly Up Sports Media. Let's get all that out of the way, and let's go! How we feeling, guys?
I have never fucking been happier to be a Red Sox fan than I am as of January 4th, 2023.
My brain is legit vibrating. The vibes have never, it is vibrational how good the vibes are. I'm losing it.
I just got lightheaded a little bit there. Doing all that. Well,
I almost snoozed my alarm. I was napping. I almost snoozed my alarm for 10 more minutes and I would have completely missed all of this.
All right, so for anybody out there that doesn't know what we're talking about, the Red Sox actually have not announced it yet. But who was it? Cabrera? What was his name?
Carlos Bayer.
Yeah, I'm terrible with pronunciation and whatnot, but I know Bob fucking announced it and gave him credit and whatnot. But the Red Sox and Rafael Devers are in an agreement. 11 years. Let's show the backs, everybody. 11.
It's there. It says 11 on the back. I promise.
It says 11
I'm gonna have to take her off.
No, okay. Should I wear it backwards?
It doesn't matter. We're all wearing Devers jerseys right now. Coincidentally, we're wearing freaking City Connect jerseys too.
Devers is a yellow sock.
Yeah, he's a yellow sock, not a red sock. So the deal is for 11 years, $331 million. Reports are that the money that they signed for yesterday to avoid arbitration is actually a part of this contract. So it's like a little confused. Don't care. Not really.
Beautiful deal.
Zero fucks given. People are already trying to shit on our parade. Doink sitting there with her.
I know. I'm like, I have my Devers bat, which I am so happy was not a lost investment that now I have forever, and it's really cool. And you can see the stitches imprinted on it from how fucking hard this guy hits baseballs.
He's going to be hitting baseballs really hard for a really long time. And Brandon, we do all match.
It's our boy.
Because we're all cute like that.
Hitting baseballs real hard, especially off Garrett Cole.
Oh, dude,
oh my God. And then the Casas extension is going to happen, and Garrett Cole just has his two dads.
Yep.
Right across him forever.
His dad and stepdaddy. He's gonna beat him like a stepchild. I'm fucking. So, Doink, you were in bed, probably, right?
I was on the couch.
Okay, you were sleeping. You
asleep.
Just woke up. Tim, where were you when you found out? You heard the news that Devers and the Red Sox came to an agreement.
So I was chilling on my Xbox, actually. I had just finished a Red Sox season, signed Rafael Devers to a 12-year extension.
Ooh.
And then I see 5 minutes later, Rafael Devers has agreed to an 11-year extension. I shut the game off, not going to lie, cried a little bit. Nothing like this has ever happened to me since being a Red Sox fan. So I was super happy and ecstatic, and I just honestly can't believe this happened.
It is the best feeling ever. I literally, I woke up from my nap. I was like, oh, man, I want to sleep for 10 more minutes. And then, someone who works for a media company messaged me and was like, keep your phone on. And that's all they said. And I was like, okay, this is going to happen. And, 2 minutes later, boom,
Nice.
Nightingale tweet.
Nice.
And I was like, glad I didn't go back to sleep.
So I was actually sitting right outside of BJ's wholesale store, eating chips in my car. I'm sitting there reading my phone, eating chips. I had some chips and dip, the hell of a good dip, whatever.
That stuff rules.
Yeah, it does. Free ads. I don't give a fuck. So I'm sitting there eating it. I'm getting tweets and whatnot. And I'm reading some of the messages you guys are sending. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Then all of a sudden, I think it was Tim fucking posted it. I was like, I clicked on it. I was like, this has to be a fake Nightingale a Nightingale fucking Twitter account or something, like parody or some shit. And I look at it, I'm like, nope, it's definitely Bob. It's definitely Bob. Holy shit, we signed Devers?
Oh my god.
About this. I had actually been talking about it for like the past couple weeks at work because everybody comes to me and they're talking to me about the Red Sox and whatnot. And I'm no expert, right? I just obviously I give like an opinion here and there. Whenever all these people come to me and they're like, "Oh, you guys gonna sign Devers? Or are we gonna sign Devers?" Blah 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 blah. And honestly, I was here in 11. And
11's been the rumor.
So I was telling people, I'm like, I think it's going to be 11-3, 350 is what I was saying. And
Damn.
I wasn't like too far off.
Not bad.
That was what it felt like it was going to take. Like this deal with all the money, since his pre-arbitration extension deal is counted into the 11 years, it's like basically a 10 for 313 extension. Like that is crazy. Like that's almost an underpay.
I know how much I'm worth.
What?
and I'll tell you what, like my day was going so good today anyways. Like, so the Red Sox ended up announcing like the players that are going to the winter weekend on January 20th and 21st at MGM Springfield. Ad read right there. And I'm pumped. They haven't had one since 2019 and or 2020, obviously because of the COVID situation and whatnot. And that was the first time I went, and I was like really, really pumped about it. And I just like saw all the players that are going to be on there. Former guest Zach Kelly's going to be there. I've already shot him a message, see if we can get together or something. Just that right there was like, I was like jumping up in joy at work. And I was telling people, I was like, oh man, I can't wait. Bah, 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 bah. And then like a couple hours later, the Rafi extension. I'm so pumped.
It was truly in every bit of best interest they had to get this done before winter weekend. Cause like, can you imagine like how many tickets they're gonna sell so many tickets tonight.
Right. Just tonight alone.
I would kill to see the ticket sales. Just like,
I mean, not just that, but like you got to think the press conference. What better time to do it than at winter weekend?
That would be pretty cool.
Oh
too,
yeah.
But he still has to do it. He has to go through the physical and everything like that, which I have no doubts that Rafi's going to pass all of that. We don't need to think like the Mets right now with Correa and whatnot, but I'm beyond. I was pessimistic about this, and I was trying to be optimistic, but it's so like with everything that's gone on over the past few years, it's hard to be optimistic when it comes to this team. And you can't say that it's just the front office either. You have to go with the ownership and everything that's been going on, between like ownership, front office, and whatnot, and the way that like the whole fan base has been lately. We've all been in the dumps. We have all been in the dumps. We needed something,
and we finally got something.
Fucking got it. So.
Oh, look who's coming in. Did you want to join, Brandon? I'm assuming that's a no. How do you come into the room and then just like
he's just picking out the
he's got to
picking out the fit, get the hat. Oh yeah, none of us have the City Connect hat, but we've all got the jerseys. So now we have the full outfit.
Yo,
how are you feeling?
Let's go.
This is awesome. Oh my god. I mean, it was like I was giving this until the end of December to just give up completely and never have joy ever again. Or I mean January, not December. December's over. And I'm happy that I didn't have to wait that long. 4 days into the year, that's pretty damn good.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
I'm just like, I can't even believe this right now. I'm so shocked.
The
Because
biggest
because I
contract
joined the
John
podcast
Henry or any Red Sox owner has ever given out. The fattest contract
by a lot
in
too.
franchise history
Over
by
100
almost double.
over 100 million.
It's his team. It is his team. I feel like
Do
I'm
we? So,
literally dreaming.
let
right
me
now.
ask you. Let me ask you a question now. So is he the guy now? Is he going to be the person that like they go to for interviews and they're like,
Oh, it's his. He's got to talk now. He's gonna be like, fuck. Now I actually have to let everyone know that I speak English and I've spoken English this whole time. But I don't think he's gonna have a problem with it now that he's been paid. Like
Yeah,
I think he's gonna. I think we're gonna see.
I hit
Just
bulls,
a
they pay me good
whole-
money.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a whole other side of him. I think he's gonna really like come into himself and like become the guy. So sick.
He has to be the guy. I fucking love it. Kike's tweet, amazing. He's just been on a roll lately too. Yeah, Kike's been on a roll with his tweets and stuff.
I mean, Kike's getting it's just the Kike's best friend Red Sox.
Yeah.
It's
really
amazing.
is.
Like Heim told him that the team was going to be better. I still think the team is better regardless of whether or not these guys are Kike's best friends, but doesn't hurt to sign all the guys' best friends that you made that promise to.
Very, very true.
I mean, who better to have be your cornerstone guy than a 25-year-old offensive superstar? Like, it can't get better right now.
It can't. You don't think
we did the closest thing to cloning Poppy. Literally the closest thing that we could have done.
I want to see what Poppy said.
Oh, I know. I'm sure he's gonna like go live on Instagram or do some. He's gonna be.
Brad, I'll say this: it would take a lot for it to get better right now.
That's what I kind of wanted to come on and ask. I'm not going to be on for a long time tonight, but I did want to ask, what's next? You know, we got the piece. We got the piece that we all wanted.
Well, I got a text message from Ryan Brady earlier, and he asked me to read it for him because he can't be on the episode tonight. He goes, I'll read the entire text because it's actually kind of stupid. Hey, I don't think I will be back in time to record, but can you read my thoughts? No, I can't read your thoughts. Heim signed Yoshi and the best fucking closer on the market, and I was pumped. Xander left, and I was sad. But I held on to optimism. Today, my faith was rewarded. Xander is too old for 11 years. Raph is not. He's mini Poppy. He's a star. He gets Boston. He knows how to win in Boston. Now we are cooking, baby. Go get me Edward Cabrera. Get me Andrus or Iglesias. Fuck all y'all Henry haters. Henry knows more about winning than any owner in MLB over the last 20 years. Everyone forgot that. Henry did not. Let's go, Raph. Let's go, Heim. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. That is bars.
Is that Ryan Brady or Mike Twain or Mark Twain?
Mike Twain.
It was Mike Twain.
It was Mark's brother, Mike.
Mike
It was,
Twain.
it was Mark's redheaded step brother.
Oh my god.
I'm a little too excited right now. Okay,
No,
Dude.
Brady's spitting. I think a trade for a pitcher, a trade for a shortstop, and that's it. A+ offseason. It's so crazy how it can go that fast.
I noticed in our group thread, Brady was saying make a Pivetta for Kim deal. Would be kind of funny since Pivetta was one of the first people to put up the eyeballs after the agreement was reached. It's like, okay, now you're gone, buddy.
Thank you for all your service.
So I do have to say, I saw something about Brazier possibly being traded.
Please.
What was that about? I very vaguely saw something about that. Can anybody like touch upon that and say something?
I feel like quite literally he's going to get traded for what is equivalent materially to us as much as a bag of peanuts. Like he's going to get traded for like a pick or a player to be named later to clear roster space because he still like the minuscule value, or he could get thrown into a package, but like I don't really know.
Him, Bobby, and Duran.
for Ohtani.
So
For Ohtani and Trout.
Yeah.
That would be the mega deal of the century.
We'll take on the salary. We'll take on Trout's
No,
salary.
and then the Angels will eat half of Trout's salary.
Right.
I'm masterclass.
Yeah.
So I guess what this all originated from was the Twitter account Lion in Texas 10.
Okay.
Doesn't exactly bode a lot of confidence with a Twitter handle like that, but I digress. Lion in Texas.
You ain't lying.
Lion though.
I will say he has checked out a lot this offseason.
Has he?
Yeah.
He says Diamondbacks, Cubs, and Angels, yes, have interest in relief pitcher Ryan Brazier, who appears to be on his way out of Boston.
Oh, because he used to be on the Angels. That's why they're saying yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I don't know. I can see it. People, I get it, like being like, oh my God, he's worthless. He brings nothing to the team, because that's true. But he is a guy who has pitched and won in the World Series. And like bottom line, that is always going to be valuable to a team that's like desperate.
What do you think he's going to be remembered for more? Winning a World Series, his bent neck, which I shouldn't say his bent neck anyways, because he's going to definitely be remembered for that.
That hurt.
Or telling Gary Sanchez to get the fuck back in the box.
Oh man, I love
That
the
was
Gary
pretty
Sanchez.
classic.
That would see like ideal funny scenario would be that Gary
Trade him
Sanchez
for
would be a
Sanchez?
Boston Red Sox. Oh my God, a trade. Well, he's a free agent, right? So we can't.
I think, is he a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
He is. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
All right, keep Brazier just so that it's funny that him and Gary Sanchez are teammates.
I don't even want it for the comedic factor. Just get him away from the team. Get a player to be named later. That will be my new favorite Red Sox player.
Yeah, that's value. I don't care. Whatever.
Trade him for a bag of peanuts. Brandon will love those peanuts forever.
Love peanuts. Big
Favorite.
peanut guy.
Mr. Peanut Gallery over here.
So, Brandon, you were asking like what's next. How would you guys feel about like something with the Marlins? Because there's been a lot of traction there. So like Edward Cabrera and Miguel Rojas in a package.
I want
As
that
long as
so
Casas
bad.
isn't part of the deal.
Okay.
I don't think we're dealing. I think the Casas reports, it's like everyone kind of just took that headline and ran with it like we were the ones offering Casas and not like the Marlins were the ones asking for him.
Yeah, they were basically saying it's Casas or nothing. You know,
Fuck
so I'm sorry, but like all this talk about Cedar Rafaela, I'm just like, oh, please no. Like, I enjoy him. I enjoy being able to watch him when he was with the Portland Sea Dogs and whatnot. Loved it. Would love to see more out of him. But I get it.
I'm not giving him up for anyone who is a lower level arm than Edward Cabrera. And would want that in a package with someone else.
Jaron Duran and Bobby.
I think those two are
that is literally our Clint Frazier and Miguel Andujar.
Yep.
Yeah, those guys are really easy to pencil into any of these trades. But a guy that I actually would hate to lose, but I would be okay with losing is Nick York. I think he's a valuable trade piece.
He's so valuable right now.
It would be nice to have him, but I would be okay parting with him.
That's what we're like so conditioned to like hold on to our prospects after having such a sad farm for a while. It's like, this is why we've been doing this, is so that it doesn't absolutely deplete our value when we get rid of someone like Nick York or even Rafaela. Like, and there we could get some good stuff for those boys.
I mean, I love York and his hit tool, but he's also kind of capped right now with Story because I really don't see Story moving off a second.
Mm-mm.
If we get Kim, he's not.
Yeah. Hauk for Kim is still my that is the most thoughtless, just do it. Everyone signs, everyone wins trade.
Hey, I throw in Bobby and Jaron.
Easy to pencil them in everywhere you go.
Does someone need to drive him to the airport?
Nope.
Yeah, I've got.
They can thumb it.
I don't know. I would fly up from Florida to drive them to the airport if they needed me.
I would let them thumb it. All right, you've been trained. Thumb a ride. No, so I guess like the team actually has to take care of that. All that stuff.
They buy their Ubers.
Yeah, stuff. Whatever. They have to like fly their shit out and whatnot, and then they have to get a room for like a couple weeks or some shit. I don't know.
I'm sure they do need to get a room.
Imagine being hired by a team. And they're like, your job is just to fly traded guys to the airport.
I would love that
That'd be a really sad job.
I would love it. I'd be like, so where are you going?
Just pretend like you have no idea.
Good day today, sir.
Good day, mate. How are you? 2 in the morning, and it's like, bro, we're in fucking Boston. What are you doing? I just didn't want to let you know that I know who you are.
Oh man.
Oh man.
This is the best day ever.
It's only 4 days into 2023,
This is
and it's
the
already
best.
the best year.
Yeah, for real.
Holy yes!
I
Red
do-
Sox are gonna win the World
Oh.
Series. Yes.
Unironically, yes.
All right, guys.
All right, Brandon. Thanks for popping in.
See you, Brandon.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I can't get lightheaded again.
I'm so happy.
I'm pumped.
I love that also everyone is finally willing to admit that this offseason hasn't been that bad.
Oh, dude, if we get another pitcher, we get rid of Bobby and Duran, and this could be an A+ offseason.
As
Even
we
though-
stand, I'm comfortable giving it
I'd say
like
A-
a B+ that gets like that your
I was-
teacher kind of feels bad and bumps it up to an A-.
I was about to say I feel like it's an A-, but it would be a B+ simply because we lost Xander, but because we signed Rafi, we're gonna.
I know
up
that
to-
someone who's not named Trevor Story, I feel like at this point is going to be playing shortstop in
Is his
2023.
name Kim?
I really hope so. I
would-
really hope so.
I wouldn't be upset. I definitely wouldn't be upset.
Oh my god, I love his glove is just beautiful. His hitting is fine.
And the swing profiles for Fenway.
Doubles machine. You know, I've been thinking a lot about Xander's swing profile
And you're okay with
over
losing him?
over at Petco.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, the fact that he said that he's going to hit a lot more homers because he hits line drives.
He said that.
Oh, you didn't watch the fucking
Oh, I didn't watch the press conference.
Oh, dude, he was like talking shit. He was like, yeah, like every time I hit something over to the green monster, you know, it'd be a double or something.
Okay,
But you also got to
yeah.
remember,
There's also
he'd hit it
20
and
more
just-
feet, Xander.
he'd also fucking like sit there and like watch the balls and whatnot.
Yeah.
A team
Like,
that's
It'll be
committed to winning.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when the Padres fucking do not make the fucking the World Series for like the next 12 years.
Yep. I'm gonna laugh when they sign Trevor Bauer.
Please don't speak that into existence.
I think
Yeah,
that
can
would
we
be
just
so
not
funny.
even mention that
Yeah,
cocksmoker's
sorry.
name?
I shouldn't have even said that.
It's been a good night.
Yeah, it's been a good year so far. Let's try not to ruin it.
All right, rewind. I'm gonna laugh so hard when Rafi hits his first home run in San Diego.
And it's off of a possession player named Xander Bogaerts.
To make the score 25-4.
Nah, it'll be 11-2 or some shit like that. Just ironically because Devers number 11 and Bogey's numbers 2. You know?
Yeah. Should we do some Devers like 2023 numbers predictions?
I'm going 35 homers. I'm not going with anything else. 35
that.
homers.
I like that. I think easily 30.
Dude, who do you think's protecting him? Do you think it's going to be Turner?
There's so many options for lineup
You got
protection
Turner.
now.
You got
It is
Story.
I don't know. Do we see
Yoshi's a lefty, so he's not going to be lefty lefty. I don't think
Devers
the lineups.
batting third?
Yeah, Devers is going to be hitting third this year.
He's going to be hitting third, which like will be like, yeah, no, it's going to.
Sorry, let me get that
It's gonna be
sock off right now.
There are so many options for lineup protection with just like the amount of strikeouts that we've taken out of this lineup. Oh my lord.
Do you think that Yoshida's going to be the leadoff, or are they going to?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think
he's
they already
gonna end
are
up
projecting
missing-
that.
He's going to be missing part of spring training, right?
For the classic?
Yeah.
He'll miss like the end of it. Right? Because it's I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what, but I mean, he'll be missing some of it, but he'll also be facing
Elite pitching.
really, really good pitching. So, and there's
Sure.
also like, well, there's no Sox players on Team Japan, but he'll be around other guys, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Too bad Sam Moore is not around.
aw.
I mean, there's a future
On
Red
any
Sox
team.
pitcher.
Future Red Sox pitcher and hitter that I think he will get along with quite well.
Yeah,
I believe so. I believe that is true. We could actually trade for said pitcher / hitter at some point. I don't know. Maybe we give him Bobby and Duran.
Who says no?
I say no if they don't throw in Trout.
I was about to say throw in Trout and we got a deal. I am completely fine with that.
It's gonna be a beautiful that pass in notification's gonna hit.
Bro, that notification yesterday didn't hit.
Oh, that was
That was
not fun.
brutal. That was like the Red Sox and Rafael Devers have reached an agreement.
Dude,
I'm
I
like,
was in a
"What?"
meeting and I literally went and my boss was like, "You good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just reading a tweet."
I went my post. I was like, you knew what you were doing when you
Yeah,
made
that
this tweet. You
really
knew what you
mean.
were doing. That was probably one of the meanest tweets you ever. Did you ever see the? Well, I think you were the one who was on the episode when I posted it. The one where he was singing.
Oh, that was so good.
What?
Yeah, we had that be the intro for the episode. I forget what he was singing about though.
Oh my
I
god!
already forgot.
And it wasn't that he was singing. He was singing in Elmo's voice.
Oh, I
Right.
know what you're talking about now.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
We have to go back in Jeff's media tab to find it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's the best. And also, I really appreciate that we only had to kind of like suffer from that tweet specifically for like a little bit over 24 hours. Like, not bad.
I thought it was funny how like he wasn't the first one to report the extension after he was the first one to report the arbitration.
Dude, that was making me low-key nauseous. Like getting a Nightingale
Passing-
notification first, and then Rosenthal happened, and I was like, okay, I can breathe. And then Passan, and I was like, okay, now I can like scream.
Oh, he was singing "Photograph" by Nickelback.
Yes, because wasn't that when did that have something to do with the Angels, or was he just being?
I think it did have something.
When
to
the
Oh
do.
yeah, because the Angels did the Nickelback theme.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it didn't work. That was like one of my favorite moments of last season, I think, was them doing that and still losing. Beautiful
Ugh.
stuff.
I'm so fucking pumped, dude.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
And the beautiful thing is all of the seats are we're gonna get such cheap tickets at Fenway because everyone said they weren't gonna go.
Yep.
So like the seats are
Shout
gonna
it.
be empty. We can roam the park. It's gonna be a great year at Fenway.
I don't typically do this, but a big shout out to former he's actually been on the Pesky Report a few times. Andrew Dwan made a post, and it was so hilarious. With the nucleus of this team locked in, it's time to start cooking. Can't wait. Gonna have plenty of good seats available at Fenway this year, since all the fans said they're never coming back. We're holding you at your word. Yeah. It's unfortunately they're all gonna they're gonna go back on their word, and they're gonna go to Fenway and whatnot. But did you guys see the video the other day at the Winter Classic at Fenway, where the guy was like,
Yeah.
pay Devers?
Can we talk about how Henry like low-key got bullied into signing Devers? Because this happened like
2 days later.
Literally the day after the Winter Classic. They're cooking on like even just a short-term thing to make him happy for the next year.
Yeah, wasn't he projected to get like 16.7 million?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw he got above projection, I was like, cool, this is happening. Like, that would be so stupid.
Did you think it was going to happen the very next day, though?
No, I thought we were going to have to go like another week.
I honestly thought it was going to go up to spring training.
Me too.
I thought it was going to be the week before spring training. I felt like it was going to be, he was reporting to JetBlue, and then they were just like, okay, well, now we're going to announce it.
Like, by the way... no, I remember Red Sox Stats made a tweet like a while ago where like it was really confusingly worded, and a lot of people like didn't get what he was saying, but he was basically saying like he had confidence in them getting an extension done until the end of January, and if that didn't happen, he was going to be traded by spring training. So, really glad I don't have to buy a Devers Mets jersey. I just get to keep my yellow one. Maybe I'll get a red one. Maybe I'll get a white one.
Maybe you'll get a Boston one.
What?
The one that says Boston on the front? A white one?
Oh, yeah.
Boston? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do have that's my mom's, the one that says Red Sox on the front.
It says Boston?
She has the white Red Sox one on the front. It's also a Xander jersey, so...
Oh, that sucks. He's no longer here.
That's tough.
That's a tough one. That sucks to suck. All right. So my question here is like, do you guys do we just straight up give like Heim the credit? Do we give Henry and Warner the credit, or do we give them all the credit?
They all get credit
they
for
all
me.
get credit.
Happy times for Henry. Happy times for Heim.
I think, honestly, we have to give Rafi credit because he gave them such a discount.
It's insane. Like, the numbers of this deal are blowing my mind.
Think about 30 million AAV 4 years from now. It's going to look like pennies.
It's going to be like 20 million right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting here saying 20 million is a joke. Like, if I had $20 million and I was making $20 million annually, I'd be like, all right, motherfuckers, I ain't doing this podcast with you. Like, deuces.
I'm so happy for him. He clearly, like that number was, I think he just wanted the 3. Like, I think he wanted to be above the 300 million threshold. They got there.
I guarantee you in September, there's going to be another baby Devers.
What?
Oh, he's going to town tonight.
Oh, like I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be great for them.
They're like throwing the money up.
Yeah! It's like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh man, that'd be fucking hilarious.
I'm so happy for him.
I'm
so happy.
I'm happy for Red Sox Nation because I feel like we were like, even as pessimistic as I have been probably more optimistic than like 90% of Red Sox Twitter, social media, fan base, whatever. And I feel like nobody has been as optimistic with the Red Sox and the front office and the ownership and everything that's been going on with this team as HVT. Like, that dude's literally just been the only, like, every bad thing that happened, he turns it right into a fucking, like, positive. He's like, Oh well, no Xander. Fuck him.
There's a good there's been a really good amount to be happy about this offseason. It's like I was sad about Xander too, and then every time I think about the fact that he's getting paid for until he's 41, I'm like, okay, like
I'm good.
have
Yeah.
fun.
Totally good. I want to know what Tatis, how he feels right now, because that's not his position anymore.
He feels like a Boston Red Stocking.
I kind of no.
I still don't want it.
No,
I still don't. I just don't know why.
I
just don't want it.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I feel like
oh yeah, I would never.
Better.
I'd never be like, boo, he's on my team. I hate that. I'm just like, I don't want to even think about what that's gonna cost or put together that trade package because I'd probably rather give those guys up to someone else.
We trade Duran and Dahlbeck, and they eat some of that contract. I'll be more than happy to take that on.
We can give the Padres however they want this
Duran
Dahlbeck package. They can choose who they want to give us. If they want to
give us Kim and Tatis, who cares?
We could have a shortstop overstock. That's fine.
Yep. We'll put Tatis out in fucking right field and trade Verdugo. Everybody has been predicting.
I found it kind of interesting that he's not going to FanFest.
I don't.
Doogie's not?
No, nope. He's not. He just had a baby.
Oh yeah, he did.
So he wants to spend his off season.
The other guy that's come up in trade talks is also not going. Ryan Brazier.
Nobody gives a fuck.
He doesn't want to be covered in tomatoes.
Is Houck going?
Houck will be there.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
We'll see.
Actually, here, let me.
I do still think we're not going to see a blockbuster trade until Correa is dealt with.
Uh-oh.
Pete Abrafuck tweeted.
Uh-oh.
Devers will be in his age 36 season in the final year of his contract. That's not too bad.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I fucking can't stand that asshole.
I went to two people's profiles shortly after I had slowed my heart rate down.
Yeah.
I went to Dan Shaughnessy's Twitter, which did
he say anything?
The last thing he had said, nope, still hasn't said anything. His last tweet on his profile is the retweet from Hector Gomez, quoting Carlos Baerga the other day, saying the Red Sox don't deserve Rafael Devers. And that's the last thing on his Twitter account right now. Man, try to be miserable, trying to force yourself to be miserable right now so that you can just be right is the saddest thing ever.
Just to fit your agenda.
Give it up.
Is it Dan _Shaughnessy?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I just you're check what I just posted. So here are the players that are projected to go or who are going to be at Winter Weekend. As of right now, Christian Arroyo. I wonder how many people are going to go, hey, Christian, can you do a pose like this? Neither one of you fucking saw it, but
yeah.
Christian Arroyo, Brandon Bayo, Tristan Casas, the new $300 million man, Rafael Devers, Jaron Duran, who will be traded before that, Darwinson Hernandez, Kike Hernandez, Tanner Houck, Kenley Jansen, Zach Kelly, Reese McGuire, Caleb Ort, Nick Pivetta, Rob Refsnyder, Joely Rodriguez, Trevor Story, Garrett Whitlock, Mr. Number 22, Josh Winkowski, Connor Wong. I feel like Turner's going to be there too, but they haven't announced him. So alumni. This one's actually pretty funny. Craig Breslow, Wade Boggs,
damn,
Dwight Evans, Johnny fucking Gomes, Pedro Martinez, Mr. Lou Merlone, Will Middlebrooks, David Ortiz, Jim Rice, Jared Sotomayor, and Louis Tiant.
Wow.
And all the coaches are going to be there. It's Cora, Bush, Fotsty, Fables, Andy Fox, Luis Ortiz, Ben Rosenthal, Jason Veritek, Ramon Vasquez, and Kevin Walker. Those are just people that are projected as of right now. So there could be more.
That's a pretty good list.
Yep.
For not being a good team.
It's a really stacked lineup. That is sick.
As long as you don't have Arroyo out in right field, I'm fine.
Damn,
with
yeah,
it.
they announced that today too, huh?
Yep.
Oh, they knew what they were doing. They
Yep.
were like,
Yep.
we're gonna get this shit out at the same time, and just I would love to see the web traffic for the ticket sales right now.
I bought my fucking tickets like a month ago.
I know, now I'm seriously considering it.
I'm telling you, when I went in 2020, it was probably one of the most fun things I ever did that wasn't at Fenway, and it had to do with baseball.
Damn.
Like I got to meet Eckersley. That was pretty cool. I met Tech at Sotomayor. For some reason, I got caught up with like all the catchers at one point. Like Vasquez, I took a picture with him. Then I took pictures with that Veritek and Salty. And my girlfriend at the time, she was in a different room, and I was like, "Oh, who are you getting? Who's in that room?" She's like, "I don't know. He's number 19." And I was like, "Oh, it's got to be JBJ." And then she's like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Oh, Jackie Bradley Jr." She's like, "No, he's Asian." I was like, "Uehara?" And it was Uehara.
Hell yeah.
So it's such a cool experience. Like anybody out there that has the chance to do it, definitely I would suggest to do it. Met a bunch of people there. I think it's going to be even more fun this year because of the fact that, like, we are kind of an established podcast, and there might be people there that listen to us and like us, and they'll be like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you." And there might be people there that don't like us and will be like, "Hey, fuck you," But yeah, I'm pretty pumped to go.
Man. Vibes are gonna be just insane.
Oh, what a night. January
Oh,
4th
what
of
a night.
2023.
Oh, what a night!
They're gonna write songs about
Late
tonight, baby.
January 4th. Where were you when Devers signed the extension? I was in a parking lot.
Oh man, it's good.
It is good. Dude, have you ever been able to say at all this year so far before this happened? Have you been able to say it feels good to be a Red Sox fan?
I mean, the last 4 days, I just haven't really thought about it.
Right. But for like the next 11 years, you can be like, man, it feels good to be a Red Sox fan.
It's like,
no matter how down you are about being a Red Sox fan, at least we're not Yankee fans.
That's true.
There's always a bright side. We're not paying someone until they're 40. Love that.
We're paying someone till he's 36.
Love it.
And it's the biggest contract the team has ever given out.
That's like the really cool part, I think, because like Tim was like, "Oh my god, I've never experienced this," and it's like none of us have.
Yeah, no.
Like
it's like we got to experience like Manny. I think Manny was cool.
David Price is the second biggest.
Pedroia was a long tenured.
I'm just talking in terms of like contract size.
But Price, I was really pumped about Price.
Me too.
I really liked the Price signing at that point. And then
Yeah,
when I found out that he was Tingle Fingers, I was just like, ugh.
It goes Devers, Price, Manny, Sale for like biggest contracts that we've ever given out.
I mean, granted, it was back in like the late night. When did we sign Manny?
Wasn't it 03 going into 04?
Was it 03?
Yeah.
I want to say because his first year had to be the World Series year.
I don't think so.
I think it was 03.
I don't know. I was 3 years old.
I don't remember. But it's wild because like I feel like $300 million contracts are like so normal now, and it just like feels like we've had one because we have guys making a lot of
2001.
money. Oh, I would have said 2002 if anything. Damn.
Yep, it was 2001. I wanted to. I was going to say 99, maybe 2000, but he was still with Cleveland.
So that Manny, he was a free agent. We didn't trade for him, right?
Yeah,
he was a free agent.
Okay.
Well, between Cleveland and Boston, and he spent 16 years. Can you imagine that shit?
Also, anyone listening, please don't kill me for asking that. I was 1 year old. I was 1.
Like, oh my god, it's so. It's so crazy that that's our first. I just like I mean, it's a testament to the fact. Like, I was saying, you know, Heim's whole job, like a huge part of being a GM, is convincing ownership to spend money, and that was something that like obviously everyone was super doubtful of him for, and it's like he fucking convinced them to spend the most money they've ever spent. Yeah.
Except he's not the GM.
Well, okay. All right. I'm gonna leave.
That is like my favorite fucking thing to say. It's like, Heim is the worst GM ever in baseball. Blah, blah, blah. Well, if he was the GM, I'd agree with you. But
I was like, why do you hate BOH?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
poor guy. Like, everybody's been shitting on him for the past couple of years, and it's time they're going after. Yeah, fucking. I'm pretty pumped. It's fucking outrageous that this is the largest contract the Red Sox has ever given out.
That's so
not even just like the ownership, just the team in general.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
It really is. And the thing that like makes me the happiest about this is it's a homegrown player.
Mm-hmm.
They gave it to the right guy.
I saw it online. It's like people are already trying to like chalk it up like Devers got the bag and he should have, but imagine if the Red Sox could have gotten Mookie Betts for $360. It's like, no, it is what it is, dude. He was going to test free agency. We could have offered him $360 and he still would have been like, no, I'm going to free agency.
I would like to thank Rafael Devers for not hiring Scott Boras, because that is the Scott Boras MO, is you are hitting free agency.
Mookie wasn't Scott Boras. It wasn't a Boras client.
No, but it's still Scott Boras's MO, just with all of his clients, is they're hitting free agency. Which is like kind of why I started to get a little sick of we didn't sign Xander in spring training. That wasn't going to happen. It really was not going to happen.
No, it wasn't.
And like, I'm not jealous of them paying him for 11 years. We paid the right guy for 11 years. I'm so happy.
I'm just happy that this team has a legit cornerstone player now that this team can turn to and be like, guide us.
Get the C on there.
Can I ask you guys a question? Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
When have you ever heard Devers referred to as Raffy Big Stick?
Big Stick?
Yeah, I've never heard that one. Was that a baseball reference nickname?
That is a baseball reference.
They just have, and I bet they don't have Scoops on there.
They have Carita, though.
Okay, yeah, that's the legit nickname. But I think, did they just pull those nicknames from like Players Weekend and like stuff like that? I think that's where those all get aggregated from. So like, if some random person ever dubbed him Raffy Big Stick, for whatever reason, it just gets like aggregated into there, and like fan nicknames don't happen. I don't know.
I miss that. We didn't have that the past couple of years.
Nope. We haven't had Players Weekend.
Need it.
I really wanted to see D Mountain on the back of a fucking Red Sox jersey.
Yeah. Oh my god, if they could just print emojis onto the jerseys.
They did. Didn't they do that one for Boxberger?
Yeah, Boxberger.
Oh my god, they did. He could have just had the eggplant mountain. Oh my god. That would have been so good.
Doink! Doink with the fucking dub there. Eggplant mountain.
But like maybe I don't know, Pittsburgh Players Weekend, do it. I'm so happy that he's pitching in Pittsburgh.
I'm not. I'm
gonna go see him next summer. I'm gonna drive all the way up there just to see Rich Hill.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna see Trevor Story hit a nuke off him while he sits there and grunts.
We don't play in Pittsburgh next year, sadly.
Don't they play us in Fenway?
They do.
Yeah, it's gonna go over the monster.
It will.
It's gonna go over center field. It's gonna hit where John Hancock used to be.
It drills a hole in the red seat.
Yeah.
Just breaks it clean in half.
You try to say it didn't fucking go that far this time.
Oh man.
Oh man. I don't think I've smiled like this with Red Sox news. You know, the last time we did something like this was when we signed Story.
Yeah. That was the last time we got like a major, like blockbuster kind of.
This is a lot more positive than our end of the year weekday shows.
Oh man. Fuck.
It's a good day.
Vibes have never been higher.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally, I'm having a hard time like forming actual thoughts because I'm still just like, I don't care. I literally don't care about anything. This is all I wanted for the last 2 years.
I literally was, like I said, I was literally sitting in the parking lot at BJ's, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go home. So I go home, and I walk in. I start off, and I'm like, all right, guys, want a pod? And everybody's just like, yeah. And then nobody wanted to do it except for you two. And oh fuck, dude.
It's beautiful.
It is. I'm so happy. I'm happy that people are like being happy right now.
Red Sox Twitter was starting to get unbearable. So I'm glad that we can have a little bit of like a calm down. Like we're not going to be in last. This is not a last place team. This is not a last place team.
Funny thing is this team hasn't changed from the past week.
It was never a last place team, and now everyone realizes it.
Hey, so this is my problem when it comes to the Red Sox Twitter. It's like everybody is so down in the dirt. Like I haven't been posting a lot lately, and it's for good reasons. There hasn't really been much to talk about, and I'm not gonna mention the person's name, but there is a writer for Red Sox beat writers who has been trying to put a dark cloud over everything, and it's not Dan Shaughnessy. I mean, that guy's just a black cloud as it is. This person just like, just so you know that, even though they signed they got the pre-arbitration deal all settled and whatnot, it's been 3 years since the Red Sox did the exact same thing with Mookie Betts. And it's like
people who brought Mookie up yesterday. Ooh, I hate you. I hate you so much because now look at you. You look stupid. These two things are not the same. Like you can't just like do this shit for your agenda. Oh yeah, did you see the thing I sent you?
Yes.
It's the meme with like the astronauts and the astronaut looking at the Earth is like the Red Sox lineup is good now, and the astronaut with the gun is like always has been.
Oh, Vazzy. Do you see what Vasquez posted?
Vaz tweeted coffee, just good stuff. Good vibes all around. Everyone's happy for him. Oh my god, I can't. Rappy's gonna go to the club tonight. This is gonna be awesome.
I'm telling you, 9 months.
Yeah,
In 9 months, there's going to be a baby Devers.
love it. Good for him.
Can we all agree it is all positivo okay?
Yes, I'm not getting. I said I was gonna get that tattooed on me if they signed Rappy and Xander, so I'm in the clear for that. I don't have to do that. But it is positivo okay.
I feel like you should get positivo then, at least, because
I would do that.
I mean, Devers is signed for 11 years.
That's definitely positivo.
It is positivo. You know what? I'll do it too.
Hell yeah.
I'll
Winter weekend. We can look up, see how many tattoo shops are close to Springfield or in Springfield.
I mean, shit. I live like right in that area, so
I would do it.
pretty pumped. Let's
do it.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. All right. And do you guys have anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, just one last thing. Let's fucking go.
Let's go, Red Sox!
Come on, Tim. Do it with a little more enthusiasm.
That was
Do
enthusiasm.
the like John Henry.
Let's go, Red Sox. Let's
That was
go,
Warner.
Oh no, it was Tom
That was
Warner.
Warner.
Fuck.
I want to get a chant. Let's go, Red Sox.
Let's go, Red Sox. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! That's enthusiasm there, Timothy.